Hello everybody, welcome back. This is effectunknown. We're back in our Stoneblock 2 world. Today we are going to be building a reactor from Extreme Reactors. We should have, I believe, enough materials cooked up and prepared for making all the stuff. Basically, we are going to look at making a 7x7x5 reactor, and we're gonna go put it in our new reactor room, which we have a portal here for it. Don't quite have it labeled just yet, but let's go check out our portal room, our reactor room. So this is our reactor room. It's a 15x15 square, and I think it's about 12 blocks high or so. We got some nice Vena from X-Tones blocks for on the wall, and we got a nice like starry spaced ceiling on top. But if you actually look, yep, that's right, blocks of diamonds. That's all blocks of diamond. We have enough diamonds that we don't really have to worry too much about not having enough. So went ahead and kind of made a nice like starry kind of sky. But so yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what we're gonna need for our extreme reactor. We are gonna need about 312 casings, give or take one or two or a few, just because of some extra ports and stuff like that we're gonna have on there. We need one controller. We're gonna need 9 controller rods with 45 fuel rods, and we're also gonna throw some more blocks of diamonds in there just to kind of help things out. So we're gonna need 80 blocks of diamonds to go with it. So let's bring that back up here. So let's see if we can go ahead and make our casing. So we're gonna need a lot of these. We're gonna need, trying to think of what it came out to be. If I look, yeah, I don't remember what I had written down for, not written down, but calculated out. But each one of these reactor casing cores will give us 4. So we do, I don't know. Let's just do a whole bunch. Let's do a full stack. Let's start off with full stack and then just kind of see what that gives us. So, and we are just about, there we go, full stacks. So can we do, that's 128, and that's what, 256. So that's gonna be, we're gonna be short. We are gonna need another like 60 some. So if we do like a half a stack should give us roughly what we want, unless we're gonna need them for some other parts. But we'll do that. That'll give us one more stack. So I think that should be fairly close to that. We're gonna need one controller. That shouldn't be too hard to make. I think we're gonna use a few of our casings for that. We're gonna need 9 controller rods, which is gonna use it's gonna use some more of our casings. So let's do 9 rods, 45 fuel rods. Gonna be quite a bit, but I think we should have enough of we cooked up a whole bunch of this graphite, and we actually have some uranium chickens going, so that should give us plenty of uranium to run through this thing. And let's see. So if we do our, where did our casings? Got some casings. And we're gonna need our 80 blocks of diamonds. Was that 81? We don't need 81, we just need 80. So we'll put them back. And then we're also gonna need, if I can type, what else are we gonna need? We're not gonna need creative ports. We're gonna need 2 coolant ports. Is it coolant ports? Or is it, wait. Yes. 1 to inputs and 1 to outputs. The uranium, and then we should get some cyanite on the way back. And what else do we need? We need an RF power tap, so we need the power out. We already got our controller. We need redstone ports. I think we're gonna need 2 of them. Because what we'll basically do is we'll set it up so that once it gets to, you know, like 80% full or something like that, we'll shut it off. And that way we can save some fuel. We shouldn't have to worry about that. So let's go back to our power room. And let's set up our reactors. So we're gonna go right about here, I think. And then we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not gonna be the biggest one. Definitely is probably not gonna be the most efficient either, but it's definitely going to give us more power than our, you know, melting cobblestone into lava downstairs. Because let's go see. I actually set up, I upgraded our machines to the resonant, and when I was running them, we pretty much drained all our power, so I built 2 more Herculean storages for our flux network. We had our ender generator here that was doing ender eyes at 80 RF a tick, and then this overclocker, which you throw in a stack of sticks and it eats them up in like no time, but that one generated, I think it was like about 100 RF a tick. Just kind of help, you know, boost things up because we were running out of power real fast. So I figured if we made a nice reactor here, that it would definitely help things out. So 3, 4, 5, and we'll just kind of make our outer shell here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna fill the rest of this in, and we'll come back once I get everything kind of situated for the next step. Alright, we're back. Well, as you can see, we do have the floor and all the walls put up. I thought it was going to be a 7 by 7, but actually the inside is 7 by 7. So I mean the reactor itself now is a 9 by 9. Still 5 high. But yeah, I you know, still should have, we still got plenty of reactor casing left over. We went ahead and we put our controller right by the door, or by our teleporter, so we can teleport, come in, check things real quick. We have our RF power tap right here. We have our 2 redstone ports over here, which we'll use to configure turning the machine on and off by itself. We have our ports. So we have one port right here. This will be accepting stuff, so it'll pull things into reactor. And then here's another report that we just hit with Extreme Wrench to configure it to kind of export, used up uranium and stuff like that, or in this case, trying to think what I'm trying to say. Uranium is what's in here. It's usually use uranium, but I think it was configured to use uranium instead. So now on the inside, we can go ahead and we can put our fuel rods, which we're going to do right here. We're going to do one in the middle. So we'll bring that up and we're going to go 3 high, because we're going to have to put a controller rod on the top. And we just kind of we're just kind of making a nice little X pattern right here. So we'll go like that. Bring them up 2 high for each one. And I think we have 18. We can go 2 more. The design we are going off of must be 7 by 7 by 5 on the inside, which would make sense why we've have so many like extra parts. But we go like that. Now we can put our controller rods on the top, and we can do 2 more levels of reactor casings. So we'll loop this around, and then we'll put our diamond blocks in the middle. And I think we're going to be 2, 4, 6, 7 shorts plus whatever's on the top. So we'll have to make a few more, but now we can take our diamond blocks and just fill them up. This will help produce a little bit more RF. Seem to be a little better than just having some air blocks here. And like I said, this is definitely not the most effective or, resource saving kind of build. There's different plans out there for getting the most bang for your buck and stuff like that, but we're not too worried about it, since we are going to have chickens that are going to be producing the uranium for us. We don't have to worry about mining it and making sure we're getting, 3 stacks already. We're not having to make sure that we're getting the most out of each little piece, so I'm not too worried. So we are gonna need some more casing, and we'll start with 28. We'll have to fill in the rest of the side up here. And then we'll have to also fill in the top parts so we can make it one complete multi-block. Like we're going to need just a few more pieces. And then after that, we can go ahead and grab some uranium, throw it on in there so the fuel rods can fill up. And we'll turn it on, make sure that it works. See what kind of 1, 2, 3 left. See what kind of power we're producing, and then I'll go ahead and set up the power. We'll put a flux point right there to put our power into oh, well, look at that, we got it all together and it's converted into a multi-block. We have access to the GUI interface now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the things all set up and we'll come back. We'll take a one last final look at it. All right, we're back. Well, we got everything all set up here. We got our uranium chickens. We got 13 of them. They're, you know, pumping out some uranium. We got some Ender IO conduit pulling from the small crate into there. And then we have our, you know, access, our outport pulling the stuff out of the waste. We did find out that instead of the we had the wrong ports here. We had coolant ports, which I think are for more of heating up water and things like that. So if we wanted to get a turbine going. So what we actually wanted is the reactor access ports. Those are what you can go ahead and, you know, put solid fuels into it. We went ahead and created our flux plug here to pull the power out. And then we set up our redstone ports. This one is going to be an active signal when it's below 60% full. And then this should be setting the on off for from the signal. So we also did go ahead, we pulled the plug from our cobblestone lava system downstairs. So we were actually losing 400 to 500 RF a tick with all the stuff we got running. So if we go ahead, we should be able to put down our piece of redstone. Our reactor should kick on. And it looks like it's generating, was it 45,000, 47,000 RF a tick? And now it's dropping down because it filled up. So once it hit the, if we can clear all this out, once it hit, you know, 60% full, it cleared out. Basically shut it off so it cools down, and when it cools down it's still producing RF. It looks like this is pulling, what is this pulling? About 400, 500 RF a tick. So I mean, it's slowly pulling it out. And if we go and look downstairs, everything should be full. And whoop, we got stuck here. Yeah. All our storage is full. These things are all full because they're not, you know, adding any power to our system anymore. And if we go back, it's definitely probably going to be quite some time, but you know, once our internal storage gets below 60%, our little redstone setup over here should toggle back on. It'll turn the, you know, the reactor back on. It'll start filling up. But I think I'm actually going to set this to, I'm going to set it to 35%. It filled up, you know, pretty super fast, creating, you know, that much RF. You know, I mean, it can hold a lot, but I mean, we definitely filled up really fast and was still making a lot of RF without using as much. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep an eye on it, make sure this thing, you know, keeps running, you know, the way it should. Do we have any waste? Did we actually burn through anything? No, looks like we haven't even burned through basically one ingot. So does it show waste? I thought it showed waste on here. Up there it is, 64 mil buckets. So we haven't even gone through one ingot, and we got, you know, this much power, which is really nice for right now. I mean, our chickens are definitely gonna fill that up faster than we're gonna use it, but this will let us, you know, keep moving into the next stages for more powerful machines, drawing more RF at a constant rate, and, you know, stuff like that. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go ahead, click the like, make sure you also smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, get the notifications, you know, when the next video will come out. Now that we got a whole bunch of power, we can really start, you know, working on building a bunch of machines and, you know, a whole bunch of other things where we're, you know, shouldn't have to worry about being limited by RF power anymore. So I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as I did. You know, I like making these big reactors. They're fun. They definitely are fun. You know, especially when you can make a chicken to make the uranium without having to actually go mine it out of the world or anything like that. So, but other than that, I'm effectunknown. I will see you next time.